fraction 1. Here in grade 6 you have learned the numerator and the denominator. This one is a fraction. Upper part is called numerator and the lower part is called denominator. So, numerator and the other one is denominator. So likewise I think you can do this one also. Here this one is called numerator and this one is called denominator. And proper fractions. The numerator is smaller than denominator. Numerator is smaller than. Smaller than denominators are called proper fractions. So example 2/5, 6/7, 3/5. These are some examples. Here the numerator is less than the denominator. Here also numerator is less than the denominator. So these are called proper fraction. And the other one is unit fraction. Unit fraction means numerator is always 1. If we consider a proper fraction, the numerator is 1. So proper fraction means numerator is less than the denominator, but numerator should 1. 1/7, 1/5, 1/2, 1/3 are some example. Always numerator should be 1. Numerator is 1. The denominators are changed. So it is unit fraction. And improper fraction. Improper fraction means numerator is more than denominator. Numerator more than denominator. Numerator is 7, denominator is 5. So numerator is more than denominator. So it is improper. Another one. 5/3. 3/2. 19/7 are some examples. And the other one is 2/5 is blank 1/5. Here this fraction make into unit fraction. Unit fraction times what is that? Unit fraction okay, denominator part okay. Now numerator is 2. So it becomes 2 means numerator. So 2. And the other one is 4/1/7. 4 and denominator is unit fraction is 1/7. So we can write it together 4/7. And 3/19 is 3 times what? We must write the unit fraction. Our unit fraction is 1/19. And 5/6 is, we have written the unit fraction. So numerator is 5. So we must write 5. And this one 5/7 is blank blank. The numerator comes here. So what is our numerator? 5. So 5. And the other one is unit fraction. What's unit fraction there? 1/7. And now here this part is given 5 and 1/9. So what it will be? The fraction 5/9. Putting improper fraction into mixed number. We know these are improper fraction. Now we are going to make it into mixed number. So 23 divided by 7, that means, so we will divide 23 divided by 7. 7 times 3 is 21. There are 2 remain. So this is the whole number. 3 is the whole number. 2 remains out of 7. 3 and 2 sevens. We can say 3 with 2 sevens or 3 and 2 sevens. And 15 divided by 4 at once. Also we can take the answer. If you can't do, you can divide. 15 divided by 4. 4 times 3 is 12. There are 3 remains. So this is the whole number. 3 and 3 fourth. And at once I am going to take the answer. 7 means there are how many groups of 2? 7 times 3 is 6. 1 remain out of 2, denominator 2. 38 divided by 4. 4 times 9 is 36. There are 2 remains out of 4. So we can simplify 4 and 2. Then 9 whole number. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And the other one is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction means equal fractions are called equivalent. I am going to write equal fractions. To get the equal, both numerator and denominator I am going to multiply by 2. So, same number I am going to multiply, that is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. And again I am going to multiply by 5 both numbers. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. Any number we can multiply. But remember, numerator and denominator both we must multiply or divide. So this one going to multiply by 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 5 is 50. And multiply by 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 5 is 35. This one is 150 divided by 200. So, earlier we multiply. Now I am going to divide. We can multiply also. If I multiply by 2, it becomes 300 by 400. Oh, I can divide also. If I divide by 10, what will happen? 15 by 20. Again, if I divide by 5, 5 times 3 and 5 times 4. So, 3/4 it becomes. Same answer, same question. So, remember that to get the equivalent fraction, we can divide or multiply. Both we can apply. Now, I am going to divide to get the answer. So, 12 divided by 2 is 6 and 30 divided by 2 is 15. Can divide by 3 again. Both numbers I am going to divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 2/5. And the other one, converting mixed numbers into improper fraction. Here, whole number 1, 2/5. Whole number 5, 3/8. So, I am going to make it into improper fraction. So, the easiest way is whole number should multiply by the denominator value and add the numerator amount. Our denominator is 5. So, 5 times 1 is 5. 5 added 2 is 7. 7/5. Here, whole number 5, denominator 8, multiplied, added numerator. Denominator 8. 5 times 8, 40. 40 and 3, 43. 43 8. Here these things, 12 times 4 added 3 over 4. 12 times 4, 48. 48 added 3, 51. 9 times 2, 18. 18 added 1 is 19 by 2. We can write at once also answer. Then, comparison of fractions. Compare the fractions. So, there are three fractions, 2/7, 5/7, 3/7. What can you identify here? Numerators are different but denominators are same. If the denominators are same, we have to consider only the numerator. 2 and 5 when we compare, what is larger? 5 is larger. So, open mouth for 5. 5 and 3 when we consider, 5 is larger. So, open mouth is for 5 side. So, and here 11, 19, 7, 19, 10, 19. Here also denominator same. So, we must consider the numerator. Highest numerator when we compare 11 and 7 is 11. 7 and 10 when we consider, it is 10. And the other one, 2/7, 2/5, 2/9. Now, numerators are same. If the numerators are same, we must consider the denominators. So, look at the highest denominator, 7 and 5. Highest denominator is 7. Highest denominator 7, that when we consider whole fraction, that will be the smallest. If the numerators are same, take the highest denominator, that fraction will be smaller part. And 5 and 9 when we consider, 9 is larger, that means that fraction will be smaller. Here also same way, 5 is numerator, denominator different. So we have to take the highest denominator, it is 10. So that fraction will be smaller. And here also 10 and 6, 10 is larger, that means this fraction is smaller than 5/6. Now numerator different, denominator also different. So we must take the same denominator, that means LCM, 8 and 4. So we can make 4 as 8. Can multiply by 2. 2 times 3 is 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 5, 8. So what is larger now? 6 or 5? 6 is larger. So we can write 3, 4 and 5, 8 when we consider 3, 4 is larger. And here also numerator different, denominator different. So we must make denominator. We can multiply by 3. Then it become 7/33, 3/33. What is larger? 7 is larger. So we can say the question, 7/33 is larger than 1/11. And now mix numbers. Here whole number 3, here whole number 4. So at once we can identify what is larger, 3 or 4. 4 is larger. So we can say mix number 3 half and 4 half. 4 half is larger. Here also mix, when we consider the whole number 5 and 6 is there. 5 and 6, 6 is greater. Of fraction. Here the denominators are same, so we can add the numerators. Our denominator is 8. 3 added 2 is 5. Next, here also denominator same, so it is 19. 7 and 1 is added, it is 8. Here the denominator is 13, so 13 is the denominator. 5 and 6 is added, 11. Now the denominators are different, so we have to make it into same number. Now we will say multiply 3 times table. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And 4 times table it is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Then, are there any common number? Yes, 12 is the common number. So, we can make 3 as 12 and 4 as 12. That means, for 3 and 4, we can take the common number, it is 12. So, 1 equals 1/4 multiplied by 3 added 1/3 multiplied by 4. Then 1 times 3 is 3 added 1 times 4 is 4. Then our denominator 4 times 3 is 12. So answer is 7/12. Next question 5 and 3. So here also we must take, when we consider 5 times table, it is 5, 10, 15, 20. 3 times table, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 15 is the common number. So we can make 5 and 3 as 15. So 2/5 multiplied by 3 added 2/3 multiplied by 5. Then 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 5 is 10 by 15. 6 added 10 is 16 over 15. So here there is one group. This is improper fraction. We have to make it into mixed number. There is one group. Only one remain out of 15. 1 with 115. Next question. 3/2 added 5/4 added 2/3. Now we have to consider 2, 4, 3. So when we consider 2 times table, 4 times table and 3 times table, 12 is the common number. So we can make it into 12. 3/2 multiplied by 6 added 5/4 multiplied by 3 added 2/3 multiplied by 4. Then 3 times 6 is 18 added 5 times 3 15 added 2 times 4 8 by 12. 18, 15 added 33, 33 added 8 is 41 by 12. Then how many groups are there? 12 times 3 is 36. 5 remains out of 12. 3 with 5, 12. Earlier we discussed improper fractions and addition of fractions. Now here mixed numbers. Now we are going to add addition of mixed numbers. So that is also easy. First we have to consider the whole numbers. What are the whole numbers here? 2 and 5. 2 added 5. After that fractional part. 3 7th added 2 7th. 2 added 5 is 7. 3 and 2 is added 5. The denominator is 7. Next, here also mixed numbers. So we must take the denominator, whole numbers separately and the fractional part separately. Earlier the fraction is same, so that's what we added numerators. But here denominators are different, so we have to make it into same number. Then 5 added 2 added 1/4 added 1/3. Here 4 and 3 we can make it into 12. 4 should multiply by 3 and 3 should multiply by 4. Then 5 added 2 is 7 added 1 times 3 is 3 added 1 times 4 is 4 over 12. Then 7 is the whole numbers. 4 3 added 7 12. Next, here there are 3 mixed numbers. We will take the whole numbers separately. 1 added, 2 added, 1. Added 2/3, added 3/5, added half. 1, 2, 3, 3 added 1 is 4. Then added 2 third, added 3 fifth, added half. 3, 5, 2. We have to consider the whole common number. So that is 30. 3 times table we can make 30. 5 times table we can make 30. 2 times table also we can make 30. So 3 should multiply by 10. 5 should multiply by 6. 2 should multiply by 15. 4 is the whole number. 2 times 10, 20. Added 18. Added 1 times 15, 15. Divide by 30. 20, 18, 38. 38 and 10, 48. 48 added 5 is 53. 4 added 53 over 30. Now, here this is improper fraction. We have to make it into mixed number. So, there are one group. Then 4 added 1 is 5. 4, another one group. And when we consider the remaining, it is 23 out of 30. So, 4 added 1 is 5. 5 with 23 out of 30. Then 2 and 1 is added, it is 3. 2 added 1, added 3 fifth, added 7 9. 9 and 5 means we can make it into 45. 5 should multiply by 9. 9 should multiply by 5. Then 2 added 1 is 3. Added 3 times 9, 27. Added 45. Added 7 times 5, 35. Added 45. Then 27, 35 added is 62. 3 with 62 over 45. There are only one group, then it becomes 3 and 1 group, and remains 12, 5 goes is 7. Here 5, 4 goes is 1, 17, 45. So answer is 4 with 17, 45. Here I will explain this one again. Up to this I think you can understand. 4 added 53 over 30. So we can write whole number 4 added 1. Then we have here one group. So when we subtract 53 and 30, it becomes 23 over 30. Then 4 added 1 is 5. How many remains are there? 23 over 30. So answer is 5 with 23 30th. Fraction of fraction. Here the denominators are same. So we can subtract. Our denominator is 8. 3 2 goes is 1. 1 8 is the answer. Next denominator is 19. 7 1 goes is it is 6. If the denominators are same, we can subtract the numerators. And here also denominators are same. So our denominator is 13. 12 7 goes is 5. 5 13. Now 3 and 4, 1/3 subtract 1/4. Here denominators are different. So like earlier we must take the common number. 3 and 4 the common number is 12. So 1/3 minus 1/4 we can multiply by 4 and we can multiply by 3. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract 1 times 3 is 3 out of 12. 4 3 goes is 1. 12. Next, here also denominators are different. So, we must make it into same denominator. That means 9 and 5 means we can make it into 45. So, 7 9 minus 2 fifth. 9 can multiply by 5 and 5 can multiply by 9. Then 7 times 5 is 35 minus 2 times 9 is 18. 9 times 5 45. 15 8 goes is 7. Then here 2. 2 1 goes is 1. 17 45. Now the subtraction of mixed numbers. When we consider the fractional part, 5th, 7th, 2 7ths. 5th, 7th and 2 7th. So the denominators are same. So we can subtract. Then I will take 5 and 3. 5 minus 3, they are whole numbers. After that, added 5 7 minus 2 7. 5 3 goes is 2. 5 2 goes is 3. 7. 2 with 3 sevens. We can subtract mixed numbers in two methods. I use only one method. Later I will explain the other method. Here also denominators are same. So I am going to subtract whole numbers separately, fractional parts separately. Whole numbers are 5 minus 3 added 5 8 minus 2 8. 5 3 goes is 2 and 5 2 goes is 3 8. 2 with 3 8s. 5 with 2 sevens minus 3 with 1 fourth. Now denominators are different. I told you there are two methods. I will later tell you the second method. So now I am going to use the second method. I am going to make it into improper fraction. The fraction mixed numbers I am going to make into improper fraction and simplify. So we know that to make it into improper fraction, 7 times 5 35. 35 added 2 is 37. Minus 4 times 3 12. 12 and 1 is 13. 5 times 7 35. 35 36 37. 37 over 7. 4 times 3 12 and 1 is 13. Now the denominator 7 and 4. So the common number for 7 and 4 is 28. So we must multiply by 4 and 4 should multiply by 7. Then 4 times 7 28. 2 remains. 4 times 3 12. 12 and 2 14. 4 times 7 28. Minus 7 times 3 21. 1 remain. 1 and 2 remain. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 and 2 9. 91. 28. Now we have to subtract. Again we will check. 7 times 4 28. 2 remain. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 and 2 14. 7 times 3 21. 2 remain. 7 times 1 is 7 and 2 9. Now we have to subtract because the denominators are same. So 8 1 goes is 7 and 8 1 goes is 7. 14 9 goes is 5. 57 28. Then we have to take how many groups are there. So 28 when we divide by 57 divided by 2, 28 means 2 groups are there. It is 56. So 1 remain out of 28. 2 with 128. 2 times 28 is 50. and 1 remain, 56 and 1, 57. Okay. Then here also subtraction of mixed numbers, the denominators are different. So we have to take the numbers into same number. It is better if we take it into 12. So before that we have to make it into improper fraction. 6 times 6, 36. 36 and 5 is 41 over 6. Minus 4 times 4, 16. 16 and 1 is 17. Then we can make it into 12. 6 times 2. 4 times 3. 41 times 2 is 82 over 12 minus 3 times 7, 21. 2 remains. 3 times 1 is 3 and 2, 51. 82, 51 goes is 31 out of 12. 2 times 2 is 24. 24 and there are 7 remains out of 12. So I will explain these two again. First I am going to make it into improper fraction. 7 times 5, 35. 35 and 2, 37 over 7 and 3 times 4, 12. 12 and 1, 13. So 7 should multiply by 4 and 4 should multiply by 7. 4 times 7, 28. 2 remain. 4 times 3, 12. 14. 3 times 7, 21. 2 remain. 7 times 1 is 7 and 2, 9. And 8, 1 goes is 7. 14, 9 goes is 5. Then we can make it into two groups. So 28 times 2 is 56. 1 remain. Then this one, 6 times 6, 36. 36 and 5 is 41 over 6. 4 times 4, 16. 16 and 1, 17 over 4. Then here 6 and 4, the common number is 12. So 6 should multiply by 2. 4 should multiply by 3. Then 48 times 2 is 82. 17 times 3 is 51. 82, 51 goes is 31. Then there are two groups. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 and 7 is 31. So 2 with 7, 12.